EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's the final round of the Northeast Invitational. New course to most of the golfers on tour, this challenging layout just opened in 2015. Today, we're along the east coast of Maine. Rich Lerner with Frank Nobila will be calling all the action from the cliffs at Lighthouse Point.
Another great design from Brand Patel, and they really threw the boat out here. Some excellent choice of holes, and you're going to see the changes in elevation. You get this on a windy day, and of course 7,700 yards will play even longer than that. A nice calm day though, Rich, and you really can shoot a good score out here.
Well, we're teed up and ready to go here at the par 4 first at Lighthouse Point. What a golf course.
It certainly is, Rich. Hopefully there's no perfect storm today, but what a way to start. Very, very sharp dogleg left par 4 to open up. Ideally, you'd like to hit it just to the corner of the dogleg, and that should leave about the easiest second shot you get here at the opening hole.
You don't want to miss it long and left, Frank, because if you do, you'll be over the cliffs. And not even the lighthouse is going to help you find that golf ball. Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. This is all feel with a lob wedge. Now his third, staring right at the green. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And he makes it for par. Now at the second here at Lighthouse Point, Frank, this is some tough par 3.
If you want to try and really break the hole down and be a purist here, Rich, you'd like to hit a little cut into this green, something that moves away from the water and the cliff back towards that bunker. That would be the perfect shot to hit. But such a difficult par 3, anything on the green would be good here.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Frank, I like the mix of holes as we start out here at Lighthouse Point. Tough par 4, then a par 3, and now a scoring opportunity with a par 5 at the third.
Scoring opportunity with a good drive. Very thin fairway here, Rich. This hole is built for accuracy, and players off the tee, they're going to have to try and hit this fairway. Long fairway bunker runs almost the entire length of this hole, and it could act actually as a little helper, stop you going down by the cliff, because anything left, obviously, on that cliff line will go all the way down to the ocean.
Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
That one was running so hot. So, Frank, just from the fringe, what's the best way to hit this shot?
The best players with chip. This is going to be risky, though. I don't know if he's got the skill.
Birdie try up next. Birdie putt coming up. Had a bogey on this hole yesterday. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Fourth hole, and looking for a quality start. It's 411 yards and a par 4.
No fairway bunkers or bunkers really to contend with here. Cliffs to the left and also water on that side. But one of the wider fairways on this front side, made up for by a very small green. Well, when he goes after it like he is here,
look at this. Look at all the power in that coil. Frankie, he put the thumb down on that one.
it's still going. Look, you've got to get that thumb going as quick as you can. That is hot warp speed.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. And getting ready for the putt. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hitting the ball in the right place there, and the other good thing too, he's actually putting well.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. He just missed the bunker. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
That was cruel. That looked like it was certainly going in.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. Has his par. Par 3/6 is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that and get it to land soft so it doesn't skip through the back of the screen.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Oh my goodness, he just made that. I cannot believe it.
I was thinking he might get it close. And just a great shot.
Par 4 7th here at Lighthouse Point is only 370 yards. Frank, are you unhappy if you walk out of here with anything other than a birdie?
I think we'll see all sorts of different scores here, Rich. If you hit the fairway, then obviously you're definitely going to be looking at birdie. But you stray or hit the wrong club off the tee, that's really what this hole's about. It's about club selection. You could hit a multitude of clubs off this tee.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Getting set at the 8th hole. It's a par 3 of 165 yards. Break it down for us, partner.
This gets really narrow in the middle of this green, Rich. That's sort of the biggest problem. Matter of fact, only had 12 yards from that left side to the right in the middle. And the green itself actually is 3 times that in length, 36 yards. So straightness is the key here.
This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the seagulls are walking to work. This is a good-looking shot. That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Now to the par 5 ninth. Frank, what are we looking at here?
Well, for the longer hitters, it's actually a chance to reach a par 5 and 2. 300 yards is where that fairway starts to bend more to the left. So you do the maths, it's going to give you roughly 250 yards to the middle sort of front left of that green. That's the easy way to play the hole. Make a mistake off the tee and you might find out this is a more difficult three-shotter than what you were anticipating.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole.
Second shot.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
And he's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Just a beautiful approach shot. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way. Oh, I liked that. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look at rivalries in sports.
I think it defines careers, Rich. It's not until those players retire that they realised how important it was to have that foe. You know, so often we're living in the present like we are now with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. And it's not for years to come that we'll realise the sport wouldn't have been the same with one without the other.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Birdie try again here today. That has to feel good. That's a birdie. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club, all very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
Setting up in the fairway, 200 yards to where that hole is cut. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That's how you keep a round going. Make them from that distance. 12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage. That hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion.
Good testing shot here from 200 yards to the flagstick. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. That one is in the bunker. Third shot coming up now from the bunker. "13 feet away."
Unlucky for some, but very makeable.
This is a 13-footer. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Well, well, well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards, and not only that, too, they put the 2 fairway bunkers in a perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long, long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10? This is the shared green. So 13 and 10, this is where they meet up again. At the end of a long, long walk.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Third shot, looking for a good one. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. And that wasn't a gimme, but it sure made it look easy. Now at the par 3 14th, over another body of water, Frank, you could make some big numbers on this golf course. I would think if you walk out of here today having shot under par, you have to be really happy.
Certainly is big boy golf playing around the cliffs at Lighthouse Point, Rich. And this is another example here at this beefy par 3, 240 yards. You can see Lake Zimmer protects the front of this green and to the right, and that's obviously where they get all their irrigation water from. But there's enough green left of the flag here. That's really what you've got to be looking at, that front left section.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Looks like he just misread that. Has this to save par. Nothing wrong with that par putt. The round continues at Lighthouse Point. And Frank, the 15th hole is a par 4, only 387 yards. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill. seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Settles in over the putt. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Time to make a move, the closing stretch here at number 16, par 3, 241 yards. Final par 3 on the backside. It's the 16th, 241 yards. Time to make a move as we are in the finishing stretch here.
When you give the scorecard a cursory look, you might think 240-something yards is a difficult hole, but this plays quite a bit downhill, so it plays more around the 200-yard mark. A fairly generous green, protected by the bunker. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
He'll need to be strong with this.
Rich, I thought he could get this close.
That just is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Well, Frank, I love this par 5 17th. Not only is it fun to play, but if you head over the Juniata Crossway Bridge ahead, you can find Brent's Lobster Shack, which is one of the best lobster rolls I have ever had. And you know they specialize in that up here in Maine. But what a hole. Going to try to put a little air under this one with a lob wedge.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways.
Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have.
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking the medicine.
Well, at last we're at number 18, and Frank, I have really enjoyed this golf course. And now when you see the lighthouse in the distance, it really makes it that much more special.
It is. The beacon will always take you home. And speaking of home, this finishing hole, it bends to the left. A good tee shot will somehow find the fairway and just leave you a short iron in. And, of course, you make 3 here, and then that smile's going to light up like a beacon.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Frank, I think that's going to the bunker.
Looks like it.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
I'll tell you what, Phil the Thrill, Phil Mickelson could not have done it any better. What a bunker shot to win the Northeast Invitational. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. That has to feel so good. A big championship victory.